All right, we're back live, and so now, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the server. So in this video, and this video is going to be shorter than the other ones. We're simply going to uh, we're going to build our server out, okay? And server is going to be done pretty quickly. This is it's a particularly small file, but we just want to get something up and running here. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Let me open up another tab there. So I like to have two terminals open. If you're a Mac user, if you have your terminal up, you just type Command T and it'll create a new tab for your terminal. I forget how to do it for Windows. There's you got to go into the settings and I forget. Google it. But anyways, so I'm gonna have one of these tabs or terminals is gonna be running the server. The other one I'm gonna be using to add folders and files and packages and whatnot. So anyways, all right. Come back over here to VS Code. So the first thing I'm going to do for this particular project. So step one is I'm going to import Express, and I'm going to create a server instance and port. All right, that's done the first step. So I'm going to say const express is going to require, I'm going to import Express. And when using Node, the require method is how we import modules, JSON, and local files. You can see here in the description. So we use require to import any kind of Node module, and Express is a Node module. So here we go, require Express. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to create an instance of Express and store it in what I'm going to call server. So I'm going to say const server is going to get an instance of Express, like so. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my port. So I'm going to say const port. And I like to do this in all caps. That's just me. But you could write port lowercase if you want to. It doesn't matter. So const port is going to get process.env.port or 3000. Basically, what we're doing is we are establishing a port for this project. I would recommend, if you don't understand exactly what that means, look up HTTP protocols and how to accurately develop or form a URL address, but you need to have a port. So anyway, const port gets process.env.port, and that's it for the first step. Okay, now we'll be adding some things again here inside of the server.js file, but the very first step is I need to import Express and create a server instance as well as a port. All right, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to listen on the port. Okay, and to do that, I'm simply going to say server.listen, and I'm going to pass in the port, and then I'm going to pass in this anonymous function right here, this callback function. And I'm simply going to say console.log let's get this porty started in room and pass in port. Basically, I just want to say, hey, my server's running. So this .listen method here, which is on the Express instance. Oh, let me make a comment right here. .listen has two arguments. The first argument is the port, and the second argument is a callback function. Okay, so we're listening at a particular port, which we created right here. And then the callback function, essentially, what do we want to happen while it's listening? And here again, I'm just consoling a message to say, hey, let's get this porty started. You could just say, port is running at port, blah, blah, blah. If you want to be boring, you could do whatever. But now, so I got that up, and that's all I need for initially to get my server built. And this is what we're doing. We're building a server. So I have this, got all this code right here. You want to pause it, this video right here. If you need to, go ahead and do that. Make sure you have everything in there. I'm going to come over here, and I got to make sure that I'm in the correct location, which I am. I'm in my root directory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run npm run dev. And when I do that, let's get this party started in room 3000. Cool. That lets me know my server is up. My server is running. And if my server is running, that means what I can do is, and it's not going to show anything right now, but I can go to localhost 3000 and I'm going to see this can I get / and that's fine because we haven't done anything yet. But this lets me know that my port is running okay. All right. So yeah, like I said, for this particular video, that's the very first thing we're gonna do. Oh, we'll add helmet to this as well. Yeah, no. We'll save that. Because we are gonna need to do that. So next thing we're gonna do is we're going to in the next video, we're going to work on configuring the database connection, and we'll be doing that inside of another file. So we'll do that on another video. I told you this video is going to be really short, but hopefully it's broken up in such a way that you can go and move at your own pace, whatever. Make sure you're getting everything correctly. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.